Hello. Now I'm going to talk about determination of price and output under oligopoly. Let's look at what are the topics I'm going to talk about. First, I'm going to talk about what is oligopoly market and characteristic of oligopoly market, price and output determination under oligopoly, two interrelated characteristic of oligopolistic pricing standout, cohesive oligopoly, the Kim demand curve theory, and finally the conclusion. So let's move. What is oligopoly market? The term oligopoly is derived from two Greek words. Oligo means few and polein means to sell. It means oligopoly is a market structure in which there are only few sellers but more than two of the homogeneous or differentiated products. So oligopoly lies in between monopolistic competition and monopoly. As examples, steel, oil, automobiles, gas we can identify. Characteristic of oligopoly market. Oligopoly. It is interdependence of firms, some barriers to entry, and product differentiation with possibility of collusion. Here we are going to talk about more examples regarding this characteristic of oligopoly market. So, number of sellers are few in this market, and variety of goods, price control, those are some. Entry into market is high barriers. We can see car, movie studios, household appliances, air travelers, banks, supermarkets, and mobile phone industry as example. So few number of firms, small number of firms, but size of firm is large. The market share of each firm is large enough to dominate the market. These few firms control all over the industry. The main criteria is the mutual interdependence between these firms. This will consider reaction of competitors in decision making. When it comes to homogeneous or differentiated products, for example, cement or electrical appliances produced by one firm are identical to another firm. On the other hand, automobiles produced by major makers are different in terms of design, technology, performance, and price. In between the firms, they have mutual interdependence in this oligopoly market, a condition in which an action by one firm may cause a reaction from another firm. Changes in price or output by one firm can have direct effect to another firm. Firm will consider the reaction of its competitors in decision making. The main characteristic of this market is its entry is high uh, barriers to entry because the oligopoly firm will restrict new entrants into market. These barriers include control over certain resources, patent rights, exclusive financial requirements, and other legal barriers. Therefore, entry for the new market is very difficult. Let's look at if there is a unique solution to the problem of determination of price at output under oligopoly. This price and output determination under oligopoly, we can't see the uh, general theory which can explain this term because it said the price and output under oligopoly is indeterminate. It is due to independence of other firms and absence of well-defined goods. Mutual interdependence among firms in an oligopoly makes this market structure more difficult to analyze. Firms have to consider the reaction of its rivals when taking decisions. It consists of the light oligopoly situation, and it contains three firms dominate the entire market, two or three. In the loose oligopoly situation, we can see the six or seven firms occupy the maximum share of their market. So, whatever it includes both differentiation and standardization on this market. Let's look at two interrelated characteristics of oligopolistic pricing standout. In this market, we can see price change less frequently. Oligopolistic prices tend to be inflexible or sticky prices because they happen under the other competitors like perfect. It's not happen other like perfect competition, monopoly, and monopolistic competition. Acting collusion. When oligopolistic price change, firms are likely to change their prices together. They act in collusion in setting and change in prices. In here, I'm going to talk about two theories regarding this oligopoly price and output decisions. So, collusive oligopoly. This is depend on the uncertainty of the firms because these firms, the people and they do not know the behavior of the another firms. Therefore, to avoid this, they can use they can use they can never be entirely sure as to how their competitors will react to any given market strategy. Thus, instead of living with uncertainty, firms may adopt a policy of reducing or even eliminating it by some form of central coordination, cooperation, or collusion. Such collusion may occur where firms attempt to maximum their joint profits. By reaching agreement on their price, output, and other policies, or where firms seeks to prevent the entry of new firms into the industry, so as to protect their longer run profits. This is happening when they are collusive oligopoly. The King demand curve theory. The King demand curve model makes the assumption of an symmetrical reaction to a change in price by one firm. It simply decreases one firm if one firm decreases the price. Uh, Similar reduction of price by other firms eager to protect their market share. They have done the same reduction. Because of that, the price increase by one firm will not be matched, and it may market share will be eroded. This is shown in this graph. So finally, we can say uh, because of that, existing of various forms of oligopoly prevents the development of general theory of price and output. The element of mutual interdependence in oligopolistic market further complicate the determination of price and output. So this is the end of my uh, presentation. Thank you for all for your uh, participation. Thank you so much.